Alright, what's up guys? Woolie here. Today I want to talk about preparing for the next episode, episode 43. This will be out in April. Um, Probably going to be about the second week or third week, I'm assuming. It'd be nice to get it in the first week, but going by the releases that we've seen in the past, usually the second or third week is what we can expect. So, there's some things you can do to prepare yourself in advance because the main thing I'm going to talk about is going to be your metagenes, the little augments, these things right here, right? They go up with every DLC, or sorry, every episode. So every time we get a new episode, these increase in rank, so you will need to get the exobytes to max them out. Also, skill points do go up as well with every release. They go up about 10 or more. I can't recall exactly what the number is, but generally about 10 additional skill points. So it's time to grind out your feats and salvage all your gear. Could have given you an example, but I've scrapped all the gear that I got here. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking all my extra gear. I'm going over to the R&D station and scrolling over to the salvage tab, and I am collecting all of these. This looks like a lot. It's really not a lot. Uh, all of these will go into one augment, and you still won't max it out. So you're going to want to fill up your bank, fill up your shared bank. If you have an extra character, if not, just make a couple and fill up their banks as well. Um, Also, if we're talking about the last couple of years, how they've done it, we can expect around the end of March or April to have double artifact XP as well. So it'd be a good idea to go ahead and start stacking up your nth metal as we go. I'm going to start doing this for my villain's character so I can get those maxed out. But you want to make sure that you have space in your banks for these exobytes and nth metal. Those are the two main things you want to do. Obviously, you want to get some more skill points as you go. Best thing you can do is go over to the vendors over here. This is going to be on the left side. Oops, taking a wrong turn. Apparently, I can't give you directions correctly. Um, but it's going to be on the left side of the House of Legends. So you're going to come over here and just go to all these vendors and buy up all the styles that you can. These are all worth about 25 to 50 feet points. On top of that, really it's just going to be a matter of just running stuff. So, especially like the Titan raids and the duos and the four-mans and stuff, every now and then you will get a good collection out of there that is worth about 20 to 40 mil. So definitely try to stack up on those. You want to go after any base items, any collections that are worth millions, so that you can put them on the broker and use that money to buy nth metal detectors so that you can start stacking up on your nth metal. That way, when it comes time, you have the nth metal, you have the exobytes for your augments, you can go ahead and start maxing your stuff out. I would also hold on to the destiny tokens that you get out of the daily rewards. Um, these can be used to purchase the Seals of Completion or the Seals of Preservation packs from Dr. Fate. So as far as the Seals of Completion, I would use those when your artifacts to get to about 20%. So around 140 mark is when you're gonna really want to start using them. You can probably squeeze by getting through 140 with the Seals of Preservation if you have a few to spare. But really, the 160 mark is 140, 160 mark is where you're going to want to start using nothing but the Seals of Completion, and that's the gold one. You can get it with the Destiny token from Dr. Fate, or you can buy it for $5 off the marketplace. So, yeah. Also, with the um, loyalty points, you can buy them with the loyalty points. You'll come over to the loyalty vendor if you're in the House of Legends. It's going to be Vandal Savage over here. They're also in the safe houses around Metropolis of Gotham. So the nightclubs for villains, the police stations for heroes. You can come in here and you can buy them out of here. You just have to scroll down and find them. But that's it. You're basically just going to want to grind. So the two main things are save your nth metal, save your exobytes, and yeah, try to get as much money as you can. Try to get those nth metal detectors. And really, like I said, it's just running stuff. Also, save your source marks. You're going to need those for Catalyst from John Constantine. These are the best things you can do in the meantime. If you've got source marks to spare, then I would focus on getting Catalyst in advance. Stick them in your bank somewhere. And then also buying these styles out of the vendor to get as many skill points as possible so that you can continue advancing with the next episode. You don't have to worry about it. If you get enough skill points, you can just go ahead and max out. I'll be able to do that on this character when they go up. I'll have to cut some off of, like my health and stuff. So that's pretty much it, guys. These are just some really quick tips I felt would be beneficial to you. It's what I've been doing, and I started thinking about it. Figured I should go ahead and impart that knowledge onto you, pass it along with a quick video update. So good luck out there grinding. Wish you the best, and I hope you're able to get enough to max your stuff out. Just remember, those exabytes, it looks like a lot, it fills up your bank, but it really is not a lot. I mean, like I said, all of this right here will go into 1 exabyte, and 1 augment of the beta genes, and it still won't max it out. It'll go up a few levels. I think there was some stuff in the marketplace that can help boost it, but I don't recommend doing that. That's not something you really need to spend money on, especially if you run dailies on more than 1 character. Plenty of gear to break down. Just make sure you're filling out the bank on those additional characters with as many exabytes as you can. Just stack it out and then find you one that can hold all your nth metal until then. So basically you want to fill up all of these spaces on 1 character with a nth metal that you can transfer back and forth from. And then on the other characters you want to hold as many exabytes as you can. So yeah, anytime you got an extra piece of gear, just come over to the R&D station right here. You're going to want to go to the salvaging one, and then you would just go down the list. Now there's nothing there because I don't have anything to break down, but if I had an open piece of gear that I've collected or I just don't need, that's it. Salvage it, break it down. But that's what I got for you today, guys. Appreciate you tuning in always. Any other tips that you might have for the community, drop them down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you. But as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll be back with more content in the coming days. We'll be covering any updates that happen for episode 43. There hasn't been a whole lot announced other than it's going to be the Dark Knight's Death Metal. We're still following that Perpetua timeline. So, that's a whole story in the comics if you want to go back and read it, or just catch up on it on YouTube, just so you're going to have an idea of what the story's about. It's pretty interesting. But nonetheless, guys, before I keep rambling on, I'm going to get back to the grind here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it, and Woolie out.